Hey guys, so I realized I left the last video promising to come back, and I kind of didn't. So let's just explain what happened. So starting this year, I started going back to school, and I've been taking classes. And it turns out it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made because a little older now, and you kind of just, one, you learn better. I never thought there was a way of learning that's better than other ways, right? And a lot of it comes to how you take notes, how you review, etc. But on top of that, besides just learning and growing your brain, there were things about this world that I just felt like I was falling behind in. And basically, it was about technology. I felt like technology, computers, everything was evolving too quickly, and I just wasn't understanding. So that's basically what I've been doing. I've been taking coding classes, I've been taking AWS classes, AWS as in server stuff, and I've just been learning. And I'm not going to say it's as enjoyable as some of the other stuff I've been doing, but it's extremely valuable, right? And I think as a younger person, I would have never understood that if you could learn stuff or do stuff that might not be enjoyable, but they're just so valuable for your understanding of this world, for you to not feel lost in this world, your mind will justify the effort spent in it. And, you might not be having so much fun doing it, but at the end of the day, you feel it's really worth it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I get a feeling, knowing the people that watch my channel, a lot of you probably either dabble in technology or work in tech. So you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And I joined the tech game late, right? Because a lot of you know I used to work at ByteDance, but when I was at ByteDance, I was in a non-technical role. And even before that, at other companies, I've been at other companies that used tech, but I wasn't in a technical role. So even back then, I think something deep down at heart in me wanted to learn to be a more technical person. And I think back on even middle school. Remember in middle school, for anyone who's a millennial, for Gen Z who watch my channel, you guys probably don't know this calculator, but for millennials, this was the calculator. It was called the TI-83 Plus. And the TI-83 Plus allowed you to program on it. So I would program. The reason why I'm so nearsighted, believe it or not, is because I spent so much time programming on the calculator. I would create my own games on the calculator. And I stopped doing that because it ruined my eyes. I was a little bit nearsighted already before then, right? Because when I lived in Chicago as a little kid, I used to play the game Doom. So that made my eyes nearsighted for a little bit. My eyes were okay. I could still see without glasses, basically. But then when I started programming on the calculator on the T83 Plus, I got really bad myopia from that. So maybe you could always say that I never enjoyed the process of programming, but I enjoyed the end results, right? If you want to find a career that is your perfect career, you should be enjoying the process and the end results, right? The thing about coding, and the reason why I took 2 years of programming in high school and then I never did it again, was because I hated the process. I hated the process. And I, yes, having the end result was cool, but was it worth the process? Back then, it didn't feel like it was worth it. And so after college, I took a few months of HTML, CSS back then, but still, I didn't enjoy the process. And so you could say if you add up all my programming experience, I probably have about 1 year of computer science programming, right? That's all I have before I started again this year. And long story short, I'm going really deep into this. The point is, if I could go back and do it, I probably would have gotten a computer science degree. I'm being completely honest. I love what I did in college. I mean, especially on this channel, you guys like the way that I think because I'm able to think from a lot of angles, right? That's what college gave to me. But if I went to college even 2 years later, I would have seen where this world was going. Do you see this phone here, right here? I didn't have a smartphone until after college. But if it were a few years later, I would have had an iPhone or something in college. I would have known. My first phone was an Android phone. I would have known that, oh my God, this is going to take over the world. And knowing that, this brain would have said, even if it's not too enjoyable, you know the end result's going to be worth it, right? It's different than like, oh, go to make money. You know, like I'm not that type of person, but my personality, as you guys who follow me know, I seek to understand, right? That's all I care about. And whatever, you know, life happened. I realized this year that it's just never too late to understand again. And so that's why I started completely shifting. If you follow my big channel, martial arts channel, I don't even put too much work on that because at the end of the day, I realized that's just a very small thing in the grand scheme of things. I'm telling you, YouTube's going to die within the next 5 years, if not the next 2 years, man. So there's this tech, our society's evolving too quickly, and I don't want to get left behind. I don't want to be on basic universal income, whatever the heck they're going to push. I want to understand and I want to be there to help myself, and if anyone needs help, I can help them. And so that's where I've been making most of my money now. I've been a tech consultant, I've been a project manager. So that's how I kind of shifted. So I don't make the majority of my money on YouTube anymore. So that's kind of a thing that just changed this year. And has it made me happier? I don't know. But has it changed my outlook in life? Yes, because I've been, not this channel, but my other big channel, I've been using that channel to make money for a while, and I don't have to anymore. So starting this year, even that big channel kind of, it's experiencing what this channel experienced 3 years ago, which is, I think my viewers are starting to realize that Jerry's kind of leaving, which is good, you know. Think about life. People grow, right? And you can't expect your audience to grow with you. Most people, maybe not this channel, but most people that watch YouTube, they're one day going to get married, they're going to have kids, they're going to move on to the other phases of their life. They're not going to keep following their favorite creators, their favorite influencers. So that's what's going on. I'm putting out this video almost like as an apology because I know I promised I'd come back, but you know, things just happen. I just found other interests, found other callings, and I'm making a lot of great progress in learning the full stack development. You know, there's certain things I'm better at, but I don't know where this is going to lead. There are companies recruiting me already, but I don't know if I want to take it, of course. But the key is I can see the fruits, right? I can see it paying off. And when you can see it paying off, it justifies the process, right? And that's something I would have never understood back in the day because I've had so many tough times learning because learning's not easy, especially trying to catch up. You know, I think my understanding of the internet's probably 8 years behind where it is now. So I've been catching up, right? And honestly, I tried even to tackle the Web 3.0 stuff and I haven't. I just said, you know what? I don't even understand Web 2.0, so let's try to understand Web 2.0. And on top of that, guys, very funny thing, most of the people who are experts in Web 2.0, they don't even know about Web 3.0. They're teaching bullshit, for lack of a better word. So, yeah, that's it. I do have a small YouTube channel on programming. Now, I almost hesitate giving it out, and the reason is because since I've stepped back, this entire social media thing, I actually enjoy it more. I like being anonymous more. So I will give this channel, but I will preface it with saying it's only a channel for me to get my thoughts down on coding. I'm not trying to teach anything. I'm just ranting because if you accumulate too much stuff up here, it's not good. You got to get it out sometimes, right? That's what this channel originally was. I had a lot of thoughts, a lot of things on my mind, just talk. So the same thing with coding, I have it on the coding channel. So if you guys really want, I'll put the coding channel there, but it's not going to talk about anything else but coding. And it's probably going to be really dry. It's a lot of Jerry's kind of epiphany / frustrations with different aspects of programming, IT, web design, etc. So that's the update, man. Now, will I still make videos on this channel? Probably, but it's going to be more like this. I'm just going to tell you guys. I thought I'd be like making videos every week again like before, but it's not going to happen because I got other priorities now. So I thank you guys so much for listening. I should have moved all this, but whatever. You know, sometimes we just work spontaneously, right? Yeah, we'll talk soon. I'll keep you guys updated. This actually, you shouldn't wear this. It doesn't matter. The point is, keep learning, man. You gotta keep learning, especially the more society evolves, the more this world gets confusing. You trust your brain. You know, this stuff is basically endless in here, the amount of things you could accumulate in here. So just keep learning. And 9 times out of 10, it's life changing. So it's definitely life changing for me. So, okay, guys, I've talked enough. We'll talk soon, man. And if you are someone that really likes computer science or programming and want to hear a person who's trying to catch up in that world, you can go to my other channel. But anyways, we'll talk soon.